Hi, I'm glad you could join me today. You sort of caught me fiddling around here a little bit.
I'm so excited. I'm excited. I knew that talking board would work.
So let me show you what you can do at home if you're not happy with a painting and if it's not going just the way you want it.
I'm all ready. I am all set, Mr. Ross. Hold on. Let me just get situated real quick. Okay, so let's...
One eternity later.
Got my little arts and crafts apron here. Yeah, there we go. Dress the part. Want to feel my artistic vibes. There you go. How's it look? Do I look good?
Did you ever think the real problem is this hat?
I've got my brush. I've got my canvas. So let's do this. Okay.
3 hours later.
See, and drops right over in there, splashes and churns. There. A lot of fun. Thank you very much for allowing me into your home.
That's what it's supposed to look like? That's not what I got. This is what I got. What? Totally, this was such a huge mistake. I'm never gonna be a good artist.
Now, over and over again, I say, we don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Do you know how much I spent on this stupid beret? And do you know how much paint costs at Michael's? It's not cheap! Whatever. You shut your positive, great, awesome mouth, Bob Ross. Hey perverts, Tommy Purr here with another edition of Tommy Likes It. Welcome to the show where we talk about all the toys that interest me and the toys that I hope interest you too. From action figures to race cars to dolls to sports athletes to cartoons, we've pretty much got it all and we've covered it all as well. Today's episode is very special. Of course, it will be Bob Ross themed because he's Mr. Wholesome. He is like the Mr. Rogers of art, the Steve Irwin of art. He's part of the holy trinity of wholesomeness. And when we discussed Bob Ross and when I was doing research on Bob Ross and watching his videos, you can't help but feel really positive. Like, he just has a nice aura about him. And luckily, NECA has transitioned that well into action figure form with this figure right here, which we are going to cover and review. And shout out to Rogue Toys for sponsoring me with this video. As you may notice, this video is actually on the Rogue Toys YouTube channel. I will also be uploading it to my own personal channel, you know, just in case something goes wrong and it gets corrupted, whatever, or it gets flagged. Who knows? With this day and age, you just never know. You could say the wrong thing and you could say hi too loudly and someone goes, we're gonna pull it down. But anyways, yes, this is the toy that has been provided to me this week by Rogue Toys. And for all your toy needs, vintage, retro, trade-ins, modern, go to roguetoys.com. We have 5 locations throughout America, so Salt Lake City, Portland, and 3 locations in Las Vegas. Yes, I do work for Rogue Toys now at their West Store location primarily, so come on in and see me Wednesday through Sunday. My schedule may change in the future, but for right now, that's when I'm there. So there you go. Come on in, hang out with me, buy some stuff, join our loyalty program, and come pick up your Bob Ross figure. Now, we will be taking a closer look at this, but I wanted to show my face and show you my little artistic getup, which thank you, Laura Pierce, my best friend, for sending me this beret. I love it. And yes, for those interested, I did paint this Jason Voorhees mask portrait. Not for this video, I painted this a couple years ago, so I did it just for the intro. But yeah, so NECA is starting to do these Toonie Terrors figures for their horror line. So we've seen a lot of cartoon-inspired designs for Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, The Nun, Ash from Evil Dead, Chucky, and Beetlejuice. And now they're starting to delve more into other pop culture figures, such as Bill and Ted, and including Bob Ross. And I'm sure they'll do Richard Simmons in the future because we do have a NECA retro-style Richard Simmons figure coming out, which I absolutely need. But enough about him. It's all about Bob right now. And he's kind of kind of amazing. I mean, when you look at the figure at first in the package, there's really not much to him. It's less of an action figure and it's more of a statue, if you would, a glorified small statue. Better than a pop figure though, because it actually has a little bit more detail. A little more craftsmanship has gone into it, I feel. He does come with his easel. Wait, his easel? Is it an easel? Paint palette? Whatever. Sorry, it is very late at night. This is my third attempt at filming this again because I had a corrupted file, and the second time I tried it, everyone called me and my cats meowed through the whole thing, so I apologize. So he comes with his brush. He comes with a little squirrel in his pocket. I don't know if that's a metaphor. I don't think it is, so I'll do some more research to find out the significance of a squirrel in the pocket. But yeah, it's got his signature grin, it's got his signature fro, it's got a really great expression, and there's just something about him that's very, I don't know, it's goofy, but in a fun, positive way, you know? I know most people will be disappointed in receiving a figure like this to review, like, what the heck is this? We want something that moves, and we want something with real clothes or real hair and lots of accessories. But for me, I get a kick out of all kinds of simple little things like this. And I know that there are people out there that are Bob Ross fans that are gonna love this, or people who just love cartoons, or diehard NECA collectors that will pick this up. So let's go ahead and open him up. Trigger warning for you Mint on Card collectors. We're opening up the figure now. So turn away or fast forward. Wait, I can still read you the card backing. All right, there we go. There we go. So on the card backing here, you can see that we have other figures in the line as well. I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't get the one with him holding the little raccoon. But there you go. It says Bob Ross and Peapod. Bob Ross is an American icon whose life and work continue to touch millions of fans across the globe. You've seen him before. He's a soft-spoken guy painting happy clouds, mountains, and trees in about 26 television minutes using big house paintings type brushes. His The Joy of Painting show is the most recognized, most watched TV art program in history. And I gotta tell you, if you've never watched, we'll talk a bit more as I'm opening him up. If you've never watched Bob Ross, definitely YouTube him. I knew who Bob Ross was, but I never actually watched a full program, and I watched about 5 episodes, and I was just mesmerized. I was like, oh, that's how you do reflections in paintings. Nice, because I love to paint. I was like, oh, that's great to know. All these little, sorry for the noise. All these little tidbits he gives you and little tricks to get certain aspects of your painting finished or perfect it, just super, super awesome. And it's something very soothing. He almost put me to sleep, not because I was bored, but there was just like that, it felt like I was being told a bedtime story, and he has a very soothing voice, and it's very positive, so there's that. He comes in standard blistered packaging, just held in there with some rubber bandy twist ties, tags, whatever. I don't know what they're call them anymore, so whatever. But here you go. We will take a closer look at the figure, but this is how big he is. He is about, I want to say 5 inches. Yeah, 5 inches. And the arms do move. Limited range of motion because obviously the head gets in the way. But he's got up and down movement, can go all the way around. You can rotate his arm at the elbow on both of them. Let me see if it's on both of them. Yeah, this arm is really, really limited, so don't try and move it too much, but you can rotate his forearm at the elbow. There's no waist articulation. There's nothing below the waist, and I do not mean that in an inappropriate manner. You cannot articulate him below the waist. The head does move from side to side. Oh, that's cool. That's nice. And it's a nice little, he can move sort of up and down and rotate around. So that's cool. So there, you can pose him a little bit more. And there's a squirrel. And then there's his brush. And there's his paint palette. And let's go ahead and flip this camera around and take a closer look at Mr. Ross. And here we go with a closer look at Bob Ross. And let's go ahead and take a closer look at the card backing for the figure for those who didn't get to see it closer before. You got him smiling and painting. You got him smiling with his huge paintbrush. You got him smiling with a cute little raccoon, which is, I kind of want that one. But I do like the one that I was given by Rogue Toys because I feel like he has a little bit more to work with. And it's not just the standard blue shirt, blue jeans. It's pretty cool. I like that it comes with the salmon colored shirt and the little squirrel. And of course we'll take a closer look, but these are the other figures that you can collect in the line. All of them should be $14.99, but I know that at Rogue Toys I think we only have him right now, but of course inventory always changes, so definitely check us out at roguetoys.com. And right now, here we go. Get a closer look at this guy here. And what I did not notice before until I was reversing the camera angle was that his feet can kind of rotate just a little bit. You hear that sound? Yeah, just a little bit, not by much, but it's cool. I mean, he's pretty simple. He can stand either way. He does not come with a stand like most figures usually do, but that's fine. Like, his feet are wide enough and he's not too... I mean, the head is I'm sorry. The head is a little bit heavy, but not too bad. He's pretty well balanced, so even like rocking the table a little bit, he won't move. So you should be okay. But yeah, look how cute this is. They really nailed his likeness. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at his likeness for those of you who don't know who Bob Ross is. So there you go. They really nailed it. In fact, I think they I think they really glamorized his fro even more. They made it look even more luxurious and poofy. So it looks a little bit shorter in this photo, but I mean, it's a toon version. So what did you expect? I even love that they included his chest hair right there. It's great. So there you go. And this is showing like his belt loops and the seams on his jeans, which, yeah, those are painted. I thought for a moment that those were molding, but no, they're painted on. And yeah, again, articulation. This arm is really hindered, so don't move it too much or too far up because you'll break it, but you can rotate the forearm at the elbow, and you can rotate it here as well. And the arm does go up, but oh look, now he's looking through a kaleidoscope. Look. He's a pirate now. Pirate Bob Ross. And now, take a look at his accessory, his palette. Really nice, vibrant colors there. They're not just painted on, those are molded on as well, as you can see. And then his paintbrush. Really. What is that sound? I don't think it's my TV because I have my TV muted, but I think my neighbors are screaming outside. Oh, that's scary. Sir, where were you when your neighbor was getting murdered? Oh, I was playing with my Bob Ross figure. It's work-related, promise. All right, so we're going to go ahead and stick his paint palette in his hand. Do I have... Okay. Okay, so we have the paint palette there, so let's go ahead and stick that in there. Now, I was dumb in thinking that it went like this, you know, because obviously, but no, apparently it goes in like this. Get that grip going in there. There you go. And then move his arm up. Sorry, this is way more difficult trying to do this through the lens of a camera. But there you go. Wow, that figure does really come together. It's really cute. I'm trying to figure out where I should put him. I know I should just probably put him on my action figure shelf, but I think he'd be a nice little piece on my table, or maybe like in my bathroom, like on a nice little shelf, because that's where I keep my Farrah Fawcett pop figure. Just a nice little thing to bring some positivity to the area. And again, as I said before, there's really not much to this figure, but there is just enough to make him interesting. So... price point seems fair with all the detail put into it, and it is NECA, so $14.99 is a fair price point. Would I have bought this on my own, though? Personally speaking, no, because I tend to stay away from the cartoony figures unless it's something I'm a diehard fan of, like China the Wrestler, or, you know, I'm a diehard Jason Voorhees fan, and I don't even have his Toonie Terrors figure from NECA. So this may actually change my mind, though, because this is the first Toonie figure I've received, whether I've bought it myself or have received it through sponsorship. And honestly, I do dig it. I think we may have a problem. I think we may have a problem on my hands. I think I may have to start just, you know, for the price point, it being really inexpensive and still really detailed and fun and whimsical. I think I'm going to have a new little collection / obsession. So thankfully, my job also has a bunch of characters that I actually dig. So I might have to get Bob Ross some friends. And that concludes another episode of Tommy Likes It, brought to you in part by Rogue Toys. Thank you again for the new product to take a look at, and thank you for letting me keep it. He's going to have a nice little place on my shelf, somewhere in my house, with all my other figures. And once again, if you didn't catch it for the millionth time, you can buy this figure and more at roguetoys.com. We accept trade-ins. We accept all kinds of stuff, really, from Barbies to Star Wars to Marvel Legends to DC Comics to NECA Toon characters. So definitely come on in and see us sometime. I'm in the store Wednesday through Sunday. My schedule may change, but I'm usually there around those times. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, you can find me at _man_diva. You can follow me on Twitter at rare_form, and you can also follow me on Facebook if you look hard enough for me. Now, please bear in mind my opinions and things that I say about figures and toys and what have you do not reflect the owners or employees or anyone else who may be affiliated with anyone who may sponsor these videos. So please keep that in mind. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only, and don't send any hate to anyone because it's just not worth it. And certainly don't pay scalper prices, guys. Just wait a second for those special toys that you're waiting for. And when it comes to signing off, the only thing I gotta say is what Mr. Ross would have told you. Just remember, there are no mistakes, just happy accidents. All right, guys. Have a good one. Stay safe out there.